curious. One name changed how we listen to an entire kind of confession. People still argue about whether it's brave or embarrassed. That's why we have to talk about Jolene. Today, we'll unspool how Dolly took a tiny idea and built a lesson on restraint.
Right, and we'll anchor it. Origins, studio choices, why the phrasing lands, and a verse-by-verse narrative that shows the craft without copying the lyrics.
So the essentials. Quick.
Okay, give it to us.
Jolene, Dolly Parton, 1973, U.S. On the face of it, a simple plea. Listen close, and it's a compact drama, every word doing double duty.
Early 70s Nashville was a crossroads, polished pop versus roots authenticity. Dolly was coming out of regional circuits with plain spoken imagery and a melody that
feels like someone you could be sitting beside on a porch. That phrasing is everything. That single name move, naming Jolene, creates instant intimacy and a character you fill in yourself. It's economy that invites imagination.
Most folks don't know this part. Dolly wrote it after a small, unsettling moment that stuck with her. Not gossip, but a human bruise. She wrote fast, as songwriters do when something lands. The session then respected that sketch.
I'm not sure it's theatrical. I'd call it more conversational.
Really? I hear drama. Let's play that out.
Okay, hear me. The vocal isn't Broadway, but there is a stagecraft to how she paces the plea. The performance frames the confession so it reads larger than a private thought.
I'll accept that. Stagecraft without spectacle. And that was a production decision. We should credit the room and the players. Insert producer name and session musicians' names after verification, who knew how to support a voice without stealing the scene.
Good. Placeholders noted. Those choices made the arrangement spare, an acoustic pulse, tasteful bass, maybe a touch of color, and silence where it counts.
And those pauses are part of the writing. Dolly's hesitations on syllables let the listener complete the sentence. Musically, sitting slightly behind the beat in spots creates tension without drama.
Listen, naming is a craft move. A name isn't filler, it's a focal point. It forces you to imagine a face, a wardrobe, a sway. That's why covers work. Every artist drops their Jolene into the song, and the story flexes.
Right, and covers show the song's elasticity. Rock bands make it raw, folk singers make it intimate, and each version proves the core idea is strong.
Let's get concrete without repeating lyrics. I'll narrate verse by verse, paraphrase and craft notes, so we stay inside fair use and still show you the architecture. Then the chorus repeats the direct address. Repetition here sharpens the plea. Each pass ups the stakes. When Dolly sings it, you hear shame braided with fear. Two emotions walking the same line.
Let me add one thing to that. Rhythmically, the vocal sometimes lags the beat, which makes the listener lean forward. The instruments are restrained on purpose. That restraint is the spotlight.
Now, verse 2 brings small, concrete details that make the imagination run. Gestures, looks, the narrator's internal scenes. Those specifics are what make a universal feeling feel lived in.
Then the bridge eases the arrangement up a notch, maybe a harmony or a slight lift, and that musical shading signals escalation. It's a tiny change with a big emotional result.
I still want to push a little. Some listeners read the narrator as submissive. I disagree. There's dignity in the honesty. It's not pure begging. It's self-exposure that asks for consideration.
I agree and disagree. There's jealousy and fear, but also a refusal to perform spectacle. That duality is the point. The song keeps people arguing because it refuses to pick a single moral posture.
Exactly. That productive tension is the teaching moment for songwriters. Name the feeling, use concrete detail, and give space in the arrangement for the listener to fill in the rest.
Quick note on myths. Avoid unverified stories about Dolly's private life. Where we mention anecdotes, we flag them as anecdote and encourage verification before publication.
Fans will invent whole backstories because the song leaves room. That's on purpose. Dolly hands you a feeling and trusts you to finish it. Before we wrap, one more practical takeaway.
The actionable bit? Name your emotion. Avoid over-explaining and let the arrangement breathe. Those 3 moves make a short idea feel vast.
If you learned something or heard a line differently, tell us what lyrics stood out for you today. Drop it in the comments and suggest the next country song we should break down.
And a production reminder for the team: confirm producer and session musician credits before final mix. Confirm producer name, session guitar credits, studio name. We'll insert verified names in the episode notes.
That's the story behind Jolene, a one-name plea that teaches restraint, naming, and the power of silence in an arrangement. If this landed for you, hit subscribe. Ranch Beat. Every country song has a story, and we tell it. See you next time.